Welcome back, Pellet Podcast. Today is August 6, 2014, Wednesday. This is episode number 13. This is your co-host, DaVinci. I'm here with my co-host, co-heart, co-part-time, sometimes all the time, brother, Kimbo Merk. What up, baby?
Where I get a part-time rating from?
Because I can't never get you. I can't never make contact with you all the time, so you get part-time.
I'm full-time. I'm always here. You know what I'm saying? And they know where to find us. In case you don't, let me do a little housekeeping. We are, you can find all of our shows on YouTube. Episodes 1 through 12 are there for you to go and listen to. We have a Facebook page, Power Pellet Podcast group. You can go there and discuss some of the topics that we have on the show, some of the things that we covered. We're on Stitcher. We are on iTunes. We are on Podomatic. We are on...
We're going to be on SoundCloud probably within the next week, too.
Yes,
we are. Back catalog, hopefully, with that. We're working on that right now. So,
right. Oh, and I want to apologize, too. If you haven't been able to find us on iTunes, there was a user error.
We fixed it. That's all they need to know. It's fixed.
Hey, he's just trying to come up because it wasn't me. I'm just going to put that out there. So, but again, welcome back. We have two special guests into the house today, the temporary co-hosts. It's a gaming couple, man, which is really pretty cool, and that's how I met them. We were playing The Last of Us, and it was Prince who was coming onto the show, and his buddy Sikkim at that time. But then later on that day, I believe his girlfriend Cassie got on, and so they're on the show today. They're our hosts. Welcome to the show, Prince Cassie. Welcome to the mic.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So, I want to call her Casey so much, but I know that's not it.
You had to start with that, didn't you?
I'm just being honest. Like, I'd be over here like, Cassie. So, let's start off with ladies first. Cassie, we want to know about your gaming background. Tell us the first game you played that you can remember playing. Hit us with it.
The first game I really got into was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I got into that because I watched Prince play. And I actually enjoyed it. And then I actually tried it for myself. When he would walk away from the game, he'd let me play.
Oh, you messing his stats up.
Pretty much, yeah, because I was horrible at first. But I got better. And now I have my own system. And I have my own Call of Duties. And I actually get the game before him now.
Yeah,
so.
She starts her own problems and not on mine anymore. I don't got to worry about hate mail. I'm a Prince, I'm going to kill you, camp in bed. Yeah, anymore. But at that current time, you was putting my rep down. My street cred was all the way down there. People were like, that's Prince. Man, that guy hides in corners. I hate him.
You did that anyway.
No, correction, woman. I was the guy with the knife running around killing about 40, 50 people, okay?
See, people, this is what I was talking about. This is a gaming couple. This is what you get when you take love and you mix video games into it. And so the other person that you're here talking is Prince. Prince, tell us the first game you remember playing that really got you hooked into playing video games.
Oh, man, I was about 6 or 7. I first got PS2. And my uncle was playing this game called Oni. And I was like, oh, that looks nice. He let me try it out. And I was hooked ever since, But before that, I was gaming as long as I can remember playing Street Fighter in the arcade with my dad.
Okay, so you use quarters then. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was back in the day, it was no, camping, no split screening. There was none of that hacks and mods. If you got beat, it was because that other person literally wasted $20 just sitting there playing.
Does your pop still play games?
He does. I play fighting games with him. That's my main bread and butter, and I still can't beat him to this day.
No kid. That's hot.
I've tried it thousands of times. That man will let me win maybe once just to laugh at me.
That's cool. So tell us about your name, because Prince isn't your full gaming name. What's your full gaming name, and where did that name come from?
Full gaming name is Prince Kazekage.
What the hell is that?
Well, the Prince is self-explanatory, but Kazekage means wind shadow in Japanese. I'm a huge anime fan, huge anime fan. Another thing I got from my dad, pretty much my whole family's into anime, and there's a character in the series called Naruto where the name comes from, and he's the leader of the people that, they live in the sand. And, that's their leader's name. So when I was first going into high school, my dad airbrushes, and he made me a sweater. Okay. And on both of the sleeves, it says Prince, and then Kazekage's on the other one. So, you know, when I first got my PlayStation 3, I was like, you know, why not? Right, you know, that's my name.
I think that's dope, man. I play a lot of games with my sons. You guys always hear me talk about my sons on the show. He has a gaming name that is, my original gaming name was Roundboy 50. So Roundboy was a nickname. 50 was my football number. And so when my son started playing, he was 5 years old. Because, you know, everybody wants to be like their dad. And so his name was Roundboy 5, you know, just to kind of signify his age. But I think that's real cool how fathers and sons can get into video games. And the fact that you guys even still play now, I think that's awesome. So, yeah. And so what's in your system now? What are you guys playing? And let's, again, ladies first. We're going to be gentlemen today.
That's right.
I actually have Grand Theft Auto 5 in my system.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Including the games I have on my system, like Ghost, Minecraft, Thief?
Yeah, you got Thief, you got Watchdogs, you got a whole hell of a lot of games.
All right, well, you know, this is the first I've heard about Minecraft and Thief, so tell me how you feel about Minecraft. Now, I know my son plays it on the computer, but I know that's completely different on the console.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I liked it at first, hated it. I could not stand that game, but I actually started playing it for myself, and I learned how to play it, and I actually had fun with it, because I got in the lobby with him and some of my friends, and we just started joking around, making stuff. Okay,
all right. And so what about Thief?
You know, I tried it. I didn't really like it that much. I couldn't get into it. Like Skyrim. I like Skyrim.
Yeah, I love Skyrim too. I was worried. I was wondering about Thief because it didn't get good ratings. You know, it had a lot of hype. You know, it was kind of a throwback to the older game. So everybody was like, yeah, you know, Thief's coming. And so it dropped, and it was kind of a dud. Like either the controllers or something was bad, or the characters were wonky. What is it about Thief that you don't like?
Well, one of the things where I didn't like the game graphic a little bit.
Okay.
And some of the missions were kind of bizarre. Okay. I didn't really play throughout the whole game. I stopped because I couldn't play it anymore.
Did you play? Did you ever play Dishonored?
No,
I have Dishonored.
He has, yeah.
Okay. I was trying to see if you were able to compare the two to see which one you might have liked better. Because they're real similar, kind of the way they work.
Yeah, they are. They're really similar.
Yeah, he's played both of them, so he'd be able to have a better view on that.
So, Prince, what are you playing?
Currently, I was just messing around on the laptop, but the last thing I was playing, you know, I was playing a throwback. I was playing Kingdom Hearts, the HD Remix Collection.
Right. Okay, you're a gamer, man. I see these games come out, man. I look at them. And I just turn the page, man. I just turn the page and keep going. But, you know, I hear a lot about Kingdom Hearts. And this is the game with all the Disney characters, right? And you play as Mickey or something?
Yeah, man. You start out, you know, you're a little kid on an island. You know, some stuff goes down. And next thing you know, you're meeting some of the greatest heroes and, you know, just equal villains of Disney. And, you know, first look, you're just like, oh, this is just a kiddie game. When you really get into it, you're like, hey, man, if I were to give this to my son, he might have some trouble. He might be coming to me for some help because, you know, it's not what you think it is.
And that's why I turned the page on. I was like, Disney, I'm not going to run around as Mickey and Donald. This is crazy.
Dude, look, you didn't even read the review. You don't even know what the game's about.
I saw Disney. I saw Mickey run around with like a key as a weapon. I'm like, nope. I'm going back to Call of Duty to shoot something.
Okay, Mark, you're just scared.
Oh, she called you out.
What she said? I was scared.
Yeah.
You got to call me out like that. So, anything else that you guys are playing right now, play recently that you want to talk about?
If anything, she just had me stuck on Call of Duty, man. She will not let me get away from. I'm trying so hard to break away, but she just won't let me. Every time is the problem. Oh, get on the game. Why? Because I need you to kill these people in the game. Why can't you do it? You right up there with my level. Why can't? No, it's different when you do it. And that's because I'm coming to make people angry. That's the only reason why I play personally.
All right, so let's talk about y'all setup. You know, okay, so you're a gaming couple, and y'all looked at each other like, did they just call us a gaming couple? Yes. You are a gaming couple. All right. And you will forever be a gaming couple until I know different. So what's your setup in your house, man? Are you guys like on the same couch with TVs next to each other, you know, passing the Cheeto bag back and forth? What's your setup like?
Well, I have my TV on the wall.
Okay.
And it's in our bedroom. So we're sitting on the same bed. Mine's facing, it's actually on the wall. His is on the dresser.
Yeah. So it's like when you come in, the first thing you'll see is me because I'm facing the dresser.
Right.
You know, you turn the corner a little bit and you see the huge TV we got on the wall, and she's on that. You know, her PlayStation's right below that. Mine's right above where the TV is on the dresser.
Okay.
And, you know, it's like you said, we be passing the Cheeto bag. You know, order pizza, it sits in the middle of the bed. Yeah, it's Doritos, whatever. You know. Geez, I'm tired of you in this product placement, you know. I'm not trying to cut that out.
Doritos might want to advertise with us, so we love you, Doritos.
That's right.
Like Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Right.
Totally fine with that.
And so, are you guys like? So you guys are playing a lot of Call of Duty Ghosts, and I see that all the time. Are you in the same clan? Are you in separate clans? I know she usually throws up a flag and says, or the Prince symbol, whatever it is that she uses to call you in to come and rescue her. How is that, man? On Call of Duty Ghosts, are you guys on the same team all the time, or you ever go up against each other?
Well, it depends really, because if we're just playing around in a private match, then we'll be on different teams.
Okay.
But we're in the same clan, and we have fun with everyone else.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Like, it started out, I was originally not really for clans. I like playing by myself most of the time. Like, I don't mind getting together with friends.
Okay.
But, you know, the whole group thing, I see I could do more damage by myself. You know, a buddy of mine, shout out to Lord Okami, you know, he was telling me, like, hey, man, you should come over. I play with these cool people. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not really for that. You know, he kept bugging me. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, man, get me in the clan. And, you know, they got me in. She followed. And now, you know, I'm one of the advisors for it. You know, it's just a great group of people that we play with. And, you know, we be kicking butt. So far, every clan where we've been, if not first, we've been in second or third.
How many people in your clan? If you have to, how many?
26.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
That's a decent number. Yeah.
Well, actually, it was the jump because everybody used to play Black Ops 2, and we had first joined, there was 80 people over there. So, you know, we couldn't even get everybody in one lobby just talking, you know, so we had to split it up. And from the transition to Ghost from Black Ops, we lost a couple people because, you know, everybody's got families and stuff. They got their own things to take care of. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. Me personally, I understand because I can't stand Call of Duty Ghosts, but I still play it.
And you do. And I want to ask you about that. You both play it. You play it tremendously, a tremendously amount of time. I didn't buy it. I wasn't going to spend any more money on Call of Duty. You guys heard me rage quit on Black Ops a couple of days ago. What is it about Ghost that, you know, if you don't like it, but it draws you back? Is it just gaming with Cassie, or what is it about it?
Honestly, just for me, it's just the fact that I know no matter what, it's like you put it down and you could just pick it right back up and continue what you're doing.
Right.
The thing I mainly don't like about it is it's more like just a fanboy case. You know, it's like, oh, Call of Duty came out. Let's all jump on that. You know, they won't give other games a chance, like, you know, Battlefield to come out or Killzone, Tom Clancy. No one will give those games, you know, a second look. And, you know, they'll be passing with 10s. And, you know, Call of Duty's kind of just like the rich kid, you know.
Do y'all get the DLC and all that stuff to keep it fresh?
Yeah, we have the season pass, and then I have it on mine, and then I let him get it.
All right, you signed in on his, downloaded it, and now both of y'all got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because you're not paying double, man. I know a couple people that do that, so that's real cool. DaVinci, sir, what is in your system?
Absolutely nothing.
DaVinci,
for the first time ever in Power Pellet podcast history, since
it's been like 2 weeks.
Since we last talked, I literally have not picked up the controller to play any video games.
Wow. Well, I know you're going through some transition and some other things. Yeah, life, right? Work.
Just the night shift. Just being on the night shift because, you know.
So are you going through withdrawal?
I was gonna play today. Usually on my day off, I try to squeeze in something on some, you know, a new type of game. But I ended up going to see Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I like to hear about that.
It was a little substitute, so I wasn't really too mad. So.
Right.
Oh,
right.
yeah. You know what, though? Video game related, what I did, I finally got like, took my PS3, took the Vita, some games, bunch of other stuff, went to Best Buy, man. They got the power trade on the Xbox One, so I took everything in, and I reserved the Madden NFL bundle.
But did you get the Xbox One?
Nah, I reserved the Madden NFL bundle. It don't come out till the 26th.
Wait. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to go in and come out the store with an Xbox One.
I did everything I needed to do before them actually handing me the box to walk out of the store.
We call that tight booty. You got tight booty at the counter. What happened?
I didn't miss. I went in today because I didn't want to miss the promo. If I didn't go in today, they gave me like an extra $50 going in this week to trade in.
Yeah, but the point of trading in, you bouncing. So you like a politician now.
I don't know. I don't know
with an Xbox One. Why didn't you get the Xbox One?
Because I want the Madden bundle. You get Madden for free.
Oh, I'm missing.
Yeah, I'm like.
I'm like, nah.
I'm like, what did you Madden bundle, baby? Cool. So this year you ain't gonna see me on Madden on the PS4 because I'm getting it free on the Xbox One.
And so, did you go to GameStop or did you go to Best Buy?
I went to Best Buy.
Okay, all right. It's interesting. I could ask you if you went to Walmart too, but I might talk a little bit about that later. Do
they take consoles?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. Right now, I think they just take games, maybe.
Yeah, Prince or Cassie, do you guys know if Walmart takes trade-ins for consoles?
I don't know if they do. I think it's one of those area type things because the one we're near down here in Jersey, I don't think they really do it. Usually they take other electronics, MP3s, iPods, the laptops and tablets, but I haven't really seen anything for them taking consoles in.
That's Walmart? Walmart takes all those things?
Yeah, Walmart usually takes all those things. You can always trade that.
Oh, you could trade in a laptop to Walmart?
Yeah, that's what they had. They give you some cash for your refurbished laptop or tablet. And, you could use that to something else. You could just walk home with some money in your pocket.
What is Walmart doing with this stuff? Where are they selling this? I've never seen...
Flea market.
yeah, they got like... No, he's right. They got like...
Do they really have a flea market?
like if you go on their website, they got this... what do they call it? It's pretty much like, their flea market. They show you the things. They'll say like, refurbished Acer laptop, $169. And, you can choose to buy it or not. They just let you know, like, hey, had a previous owner, is not brand new coming out the box. It's been used a little bit. It's had some loving already.
Wow, Walmart's that monster, man.
Already?
Don't worry about my sense about the loving. That's just the way to put it.
All right, well, myself personally, man, I went back to playing Payday 2. I heard about some DLC that came out, and so I hopped back on. And, I feel like I never should have left that game. And I'm trying to, I think because of The Last of Us, I just Payday 2 just kind of fell to the side.
Nah, you left Payday 2 for Grand Theft Auto. That's why you left Payday 2.
Thank you, sir, for reminding me. You are right. I did. And so I picked it up and played it, man. And it was fun, man. It was good to be back. It's such a simple game, but I think the concept of actually pulling off a crime, actually pulling off a heist. Hint, Grand Theft Auto it's just fun.
So it felt a little refreshing going back to it. Then.
It did. It felt new. There were some new guns I was able to go in and buy. A couple of new masks I was able to go in and buy. And so
is that third or first person?
That is first person.
Okay.
Yeah, first person. So that was pretty fun. I'm still waiting on them to come out with the Big Bank DLC that's coming out. So I'm looking forward to that. What else have I been playing? I played some other stuff too. Played Pacman. My kids love Pacman. I got that.
Wow.
Yeah, I got that.
Like old school first. No, Pacman or Mrs. Pacman? No,
what it is Pacman.
Or Championship Edition. You
can modify the game to use all the different versions of Pacman that came out. It doesn't have Miss Pacman in the game, but you can change the maps, the ghosts, how they look, and they have all the different versions. So my kids love it, man. And again, me and my son, we play that. We go back and forth at each other trying to take down the high score. So that was pretty fun to play.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, then I played some Battlefield 3, man. I was just trying to get away from The Last of Us and do some stuff different.
You're trying to save yourself from when you come over to the dark side, finally, and play it on the PS4. 60 frames a second, baby, is buttery, crispy, smooth. welcome back, Power Pellet Podcast, episode number 13. We're about to get into some news. This your co-host, DaVinci, here with my brother, Kimbo Merck, and we have new official temporary co-host of the week, Prince and Cassie.
Yay! They are the gaming couple. They're going to hate that by the end of the show, but that's what I'm calling them.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to set the standard. If you don't get a woman that games and you game, you might as well just date another dude. Just
wow. Let's slow it down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you at that height of your gaming time where, you playing and you're just like, damn, man, I'm playing by myself. You need to rethink some things, buddy, hit a bar. Just do something, just walk around with a Game Boy in your pocket. See who looks, Just see who looks. That's all I'm saying.
Who just so happened to peak because they look like they could beat that level when you're struggling, huh?
Exactly. I'm just saying, take it, have, your cartridge of Tetris, as long as she ain't older than your granny, just walk it around and find somebody.
It's funny you mention that, man, because if you're a pure gamer and your significant other doesn't game, man, that's tension. That's instant tension, man. The minute you come home, it's, I want to watch Channel 7 and soap operas. I want to go shoot people. And it's just instant tension, and there's never enough time to do both. So,
i.e., DaVinci has not picked up his PS4 controller for an entire week.
I wasn't trying to call you out. I was just stating facts.
I'm a little hurt by that, but that's okay. We're going to move on. Let's talk about some of the things that took place since the last time we had the show, man.
Yeah, so recently there was a trailer that dropped for Assassin's Creed Rogue. And this trailer threw me off a little bit, man, because I know they had Assassin's Creed Unity coming out.
For the new gen.
Yeah, but where did Assassin's Creed Rogue come from? This is the first I've heard about this game.
Two completely, totally different games. Unity and Rogue, two completely different games for two completely different generations, which I felt was smart. Yet two completely different teams working on two separate projects. That way I ain't got to worry about, them holding back on the PS4 or Xbox One game because they're trying to satisfy that 360 PS3.
All right, so let me jump in here. But yes, here we go with Assassin's Creed, and we touched on this earlier this year. This is like the 30th version of this game, man. I mean, how many do you need to make? They're milking this game dry. The cow is dead. It is nothing left. They have milked it completely dry, man. And people
still dig it though. They so into it, and they sell so many copies. Like even now to see like the price of to try and find a used copy for a decent price on Assassin's Creed 4, it's still up there. So that means people still buying that game too.
Is that game that popular though that they could drop almost two games at the same time, and people are like, I'm buying them both?
They kind of They almost did really when they came out with the Vita version of Assassin's Creed. I mean, I know that was on the Vita, but eventually they did release it on the PS3.
Okay.
So we'll see. This is the first time a big franchise is releasing in this fashion where there's two completely different sets, one for the previous, one for the current generation. So we'll see what happens.
Well, in the trailer was pretty good, man, and it really, again, all the trailers, and the gameplay, it always piques my interest, but I never buy them.
None of that was gameplay at all. That was all trailer hype. So
yeah, but the story, the fact that you had one of the assassins turning on his friends or whatever.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool idea, which is again totally in the opposite direction of Unity.
What if they would have did that with Unity, right? So Unity was.
But you can't call it Unity then.
Yeah, you can. Everybody banding up to go against this rogue assassin. That's what the whole story is about. I like. So y'all give me the chase aspect.
Co-host, excuse me, temporary co-host. Your thoughts on this, please. What do you guys? Did you see the trailer, and what do you think about it?
I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw that they are making Rogue, and I'm not happy whatsoever with it.
Thank you.
No, wait.
Okay.
Hold on. The reason I'm not happy with it is because personally, I've played every Assassin's Creed, and the only one I've ever hated is number 3. I cannot stand being an Indian running through trees, hunting all these things, and I'm fighting Templars. I could care less about half of the things that went on in that game. Yeah, that game to me I should have been already in France, Paris. I should have been with the revolution. I should not have wasted my time coming over to America just to watch some Indians get killed. We already know that story, man. We hear it every day when you was in school. You know, we hear it all around during the holidays. I could care less about that. I want you to hit me with that reality, but with way more fiction than I can handle. That, for me, was just way too left wing.
So you just didn't like the story. You didn't like the story then. But how was the gameplay?
The gameplay was all right. You know, they brought in some new things that I will say changed the game for Assassin's Creed, and I did like. You know, like the whole free running through trees. That was amazing. Mm-hmm. You know, how many times have you ever played an old Assassin's Creed, you get to a tree and you're like, oh, well, I'm stuck. I'm either going to die or just get captured. Right. I can't jump through this tree. But, you know, there was other things. You know, they went to the next one. They did 4 using a boat. That's cool and everything. I was perfectly fine with that. You know, you get off of land, you do your thing. The whole thing is they left it more on the boat, which I'm glad they did. This one, you know, you're just a dude coming back for revenge for whatever happened. To me, that's like you recycling the same story over, and I don't feel like you got any new ideas left, really. You know, where Unity, I see 4 assassins instead of just the same one. That piques my interest way more than just one guy running around by himself, you know. You could be reckless, but when you got 4 people running around, you know, you got someone that's reckless, someone that cares, you know. You got that person that's all about not wanting to fight, and you got that person that's just nothing but bent on revenge, and that's what gets me. So
it sounds like the Turtles almost. You all got distinct personalities. Yeah. The thing about the Unity that's coming out, it kind of reminds me of the Brotherhood, but just a different slant on it. You know, you have all these assassins, but now 4 of you guys can play at once. So, Cassie, did you have anything to add? Did you see the trailer?
I didn't see it, but I did play the one that recently just came out.
4, I believe.
Yeah.
Black Flag.
I actually like that one.
Okay. All right. And did you like the story? Did you like the gameplay? What was it that?
Yeah, I actually loved the story, and I loved how we were out in sea, and I could go diving underwater and do all that. Those missions, those were amazing. I loved the graphics for it was amazing.
And so this is a free roam open world game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember we had it, and I tried to get into it and play it, and it was on an island, and then you had to get on the boat. I don't know. I feel like ever since Assassin's Creed 1, I never really gave it a real chance. And I did have a lot of problems with 3 that Prince was saying. I didn't like that whole first 5-6 hours. It drew me out of everything that they showed in the trailers for what was coming up. So I gave up on it.
And the trailer was amazing. I was like, oh, man, you get to be in America. This is going to be amazing. You get to fight Red.
They all look good.
Yeah, they all look good. Man. So, you know what else looked good? The latest trailer for Advanced Warfare. Listen, we already talked a little bit about Call of Duty Ghosts, and this is another Call of Duty game. It is like this is if I'm dead, it's raising the dead.
So you were sold on just, and that was a lot of in-game stuff that they were showing too.
Yeah. I want to ask Cassie about this because I know you play a lot of Ghosts. Have you seen any of the trailers for the Advanced Warfare? Are you interested in playing it?
Yeah, I'm interested in playing it, but I'm kind of looking at how I'm going to get killed by some robots, and
right.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was looking at the just some of the toys they got in there and some of the suits that they were using, and this power boost to go left and right or up and down and jump. It looks a little gimmicky to me, but I'm going to reserve judgment on this because the story finally looks good. You know, the fact that you're going to have all these nuclear power plants hit at once. You get this private military coming in and saving the world and then kind of taking over the world.
Cobra. It's like G.I. Joe, but that's sweet.
Yeah, it is. It's sweet because I wonder, am I going to play as part of Atlas? Atlas is the name of the private military. Am I going to be part of Atlas or am I going up against Atlas? If I'm going up against Atlas as an American soldier or a British soldier or whatever, I want to play this game. The story-wise, I want to be that person. I want to play that role and kind of save the world from this private military, man. That's a big twist on some of the stuff they've done in the past, which I think was kind of boring and kind of regurgitating history. You know, the Vietnam War and World War II and all that other stuff. It was okay. But this to me is kind of giving a fresh spin on Call of Duty, and it's piquing my interest.
You pre-ordering?
No.
Get the special bundle jacket with the handgun that's got camouflage on it.
which ain't gonna help you one bit when you get out there into the multiplayer world and you're getting it handed to you. So no, I'm not pre-ordering Call of Duty. So, zombies are coming to GTA. At least that's the rumor. That's the rumor. So you have some people that they like to go through the code and kind of see what GTA does. Let me back up. What GTA does is they'll put the code out first, kind of as a reserve spot for whatever DLC they're bringing to the game next. And so this is how people were going out saying, oh, they're coming out with Independence Day. They're coming out with the casino. And so one of the things they found was something that referred to ZMB. And I think they kind of equated, hey, that's going to be for zombies. And of course, Rockstar did it for Red Dead Redemption. They came out with the zombie DLC. And so I think it's only natural, right?
That was amazing. When they did that, what they did with that was amazing.
Yeah, I didn't play it. What do you guys think about zombies coming to GTA?
Well, you can't really ask him that because he's not into all that.
It's not that. I'm just saying, I'm getting real tired of people not coming up with their own ideas. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to put nobody on blast.
Good point.
I'm just saying, it's convenient how GTA all of a sudden brings zombies out when, Dead Island 2 just happened to be in the city now, and they're mainly nothing but zombies. But, I'm not calling nobody out. I'm just saying it's pretty convenient how now all of a sudden you want to do this,
But Prince, aren't those different worlds, though? I mean, in Dead Island, this is a zombie game. In GTA is not necessarily it's not a zombie game at all, if we've been honest. And so now you have this vast world, which is done really well, which you could do so much in it: cars, tanks, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever. And now you introduce zombies to it. That's a great twist, right?
Not for me, no, because I played Red Dead with the zombies. That for me was perfect, How many times have you seen, the Wild West and, what can't they beat? Zombies, They had limited machinery, barely any ammo. That was perfect.
Gotcha.
GTA, you would have to give me something else now. If it was aliens, I'd be way more inclined to be like, yo, that's sweet.
But that's
because that's what I would be expecting, That's the same... what I don't even know what to call it really. They're playing in the same batter right now for success, because that would make more sense for you to do something like that, seeing as how they copied off your game anyway. They just made it a little bit more ridiculous. Why not take what they did but make it more serious? Right. And that would be a nice twist for me. The whole zombies thing, the way I see it as, it's going to be a minor thing. It's not going to be something, I'd say like after maybe a week or two where people are going to be like, oh, damn, man, here come the zombies again.
I totally disagree with you. And DaVinci, I want to hear your opinion on this. I think zombies, to me, will be better than the heist. I think zombies, to me, because it's so popular right now, it's been so popular the last couple of years, when you introduce it into the world of GTA, I think it's amazing, man. Could you imagine coming out your apartment and just being swamped by all these zombies in the street? That's awesome. And with GTA, you can get 16 people in the lobby, so you're not battling zombies by yourself. You're battling with 16 other people racing around the city. There's a lot of potential in this if they do it right.
Rockstar, this is Rockstar's ultimate opportunity to, in my opinion, right the ship. When you come out with Grand Theft Auto this fall and you release it on the Xbox One, PS4, and they say right up front, if you buy that version, it comes with how they did the Lost of the Dam and Ballad of the Gay Tony. Listen. How they did Lost of the Dam and Ballad of the Gay Tony. You get this full DLC, Red Dead Redemption, zombies in this GTA world. Plus, then we'll finally give you heist. I could imagine GTA where you make most of the cars broken down. Give me that Walking Dead atmosphere.
Right.
In GTA, because the map is already there. You got the deserts, you got all these different landmarks where they can do, different crazy storylines that involve zombies. And then plus, I want to see Franklin go nuts on some zombies anyway. So,
oh God, Matt and Trevor.
Oh God, could you imagine Trevor?
See, that's what I'm saying. Right. So if they do all that, I'm sold. I'm buying it again.
Well, that's why I was shaking my head, because I didn't plan on buying this game on the floor. I was
Me
I've been
neither.
disappointed.
We was agreeing with that. Like
right. I'm like, no, this is not one that I would go and buy again. The Last of Us, yes. GTA, no. But if they're going to do something where they bring zombies and you can only get it on the 4, take my money. Especially if they do it right. Especially if it's multiplayer and single player. If they do it right, I'm so. And the thing you mentioned about broken cars, I didn't think about that. Yeah. You know, the city being broken down as opposed to functioning. Yeah. Man, that puts a total spin on it. And they have everything, like you mentioned, downtown. They have the water. They have the desert. They have the forest. They have a lot of opportunity to do this right.
All the different maps are there. They all exist. It's just, right. I think everything, it would be perfect for them to do it. And that would bring so many people back into it. And then, like you said, right. Now me and you, we online and we're living in this persistent world.
Right.
And we're doing zombie missions. We got to get from point A to point B to go get some batteries to get whatever to get. Man. You know what I'm saying? They got they got weapons and guns. You make the bullets scarce. You instead of gun shops. I'm watching the bike chase scene underground through the tunnels. Right. Set up little shops for different peoples in the tunnels where if you get through there, you can get to a guy that's got some ammo for you. Yeah. You health packs and all that stuff. Right. They could completely blow it out the water if this is what they're doing.
Now, Cassie, you mentioned that GTA was one of the games that is in your system right now. What do you think about zombies potentially coming to GTA?
Well, I would actually enjoy having zombies. It's more of a challenge.
Okay.
Like, even though, like Prince said, that he's not really into that, but that's how everything is right now. It's mainly about zombies, and everyone wants to keep up with that. So why not add zombies into the game? Yeah. Because that's where mostly everyone likes to go. They like the game.
And now, would you go ahead, Dimension.
I just want to make one last point. I just think it would draw a huge crowd, especially for people who play Dead Rising on the Xbox One. Now, here's a chance for people who love zombies on PS4 that could play it in the game that actually works really well with it too.
And I think there's some potential here, man. What if they allow you to be a zombie and you get to pick, zombie versus human? And
what if you one human, you in this small little building, and 15 other people are zombies trying to get you?
Oh, man, the potential is there. And I was also thinking, what's GTA about? GTA is about cars. So now you get to customize your own zombie vehicle.
Yeah. Spikes and bats with spikes on them. Yeah, pretty good. I love it. I'm in. If that's what they did, I'm in. $60. I'm in.
Right. So, kind of switching it up a little bit. One of the articles that I saw that came out this week, and it was talking about PlayStation versus Xbox. And boy, last quarter, they tripled up.
It was rough.
Yeah, they tripled up on your boys, man. So, PlayStation is moving units, and this includes PlayStation 3s and PlayStation 4s. Xbox not moving units. Now, they did double up in sales when they lowered their price. They're not keeping up with Sony at all, man. And so, is Xbox in trouble?
Not necessarily. We got to remember that this I think this go around we're gonna probably see it go about 5-6 years. So it's a marathon, and the juggernauts for the Xbox One have not been released yet. Titanfall didn't do as good as what we thought Titanfall might have did.
Right.
You just to get perspective, Titanfall on the Xbox 360 only sold around 830,000 copies. That's not a lot in perspective to the amount of people that own 360s out there, which means that they didn't advertise it right for the Xbox One. If they'd have made the Xbox One exclusive, I think that would have pushed the Xbox One so much more further. So they made a lot of mistakes early on. We haven't even reached a year yet, and everybody ready to push the easy button on it and call an emergency and want to wave a white flag for them. Let's just slow down. Christmas is coming up. The Halo collection is getting ready to come out. It's a lot of other games they plan on doing. And then you got Phil Spencer, who is currently writing the ship. He's doing everything right at this moment. So I'm not ready to give up on Xbox just yet.
Well, the other game they mentioned too, besides the Halo Master Chief Collection, which we talked about, I think that's a console seller. Hands down, I would buy the Xbox One just to play that collection itself. But then they have Sunset Overdrive, which it was like the other game we were talking about, but just better. It wasn't Borderlands, was it? What was it? Ratchet and Clank? Yeah, Ratchet and Clank, right?
Wait, say it one more time.
Sunset Overdrive?
No, what did you say before that? Because
Borderlands.
No, the only reason I'm asking is because I got confused at where you were going with the point.
Well, just comparing it. What game Sunset Overdrive is like games that we played before, but it's just better in what they were doing.
It's hard for me to actually even describe. For me to even describe that game to you is hard. It's kind of like if you remember I think it's Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio.
Oh no, you're right. Jet Set Radio. Wow.
It looks like Jet Set Radio, but with guns. It's got that same kind of quirky feel to it.
Right.
But I haven't really been seeing a lot about it, and I'm not hearing a buzz on Sunset Overdrive. It's kind of that scares me for Xbox because they've pushed it so much, and yet people aren't biting like they might have hoped. And it's made by a actually good company that made the Ratchet and Clank series and all that stuff.
Prince, do you guys have an Xbox in your home? Has there ever been an Xbox in your home?
Yes, there was, and it was mainly the coffee holder. That's all it was. Now, as I said, don't get me wrong. There's some things I like about Xbox. If you put an Xbox in my home and you don't give me Left 4 Dead, we're gonna have some problems. Okay. Because next to Halo, that series is just amazing. I love Left 4 Dead.
It's funny you said Halo. When we were playing the Destiny beta together, and I was in there, you've heard my rant about it being just like Halo. You were in there kicking butt. You were all over the place. It's like you picked it up and you ran with it. And I know you're a good first-person shooter, but you have a Halo background, right?
Yes, a little bit. A little bit of a Halo background.
What's a little bit? What does a little bit mean?
I say a little bit because, Prince does exist over on Xbox. You look him up. He is there. Don't get me wrong. He is there.
It's a sign in previous 1.5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. He's like the ghost. He got on, he killed people, and he was never heard from again. He's the legend over there.
Okay.
My Halo background goes much farther because, I have family that I played it with. I was playing on theirs. So, I was giving them all the street cred for it. Like, wow, this guy's coming in, getting multi-kills. And they're like, yo, man, you're going to give me problems because when I sign on, it's not going to be like that. And I'm like, hey, I can't help you.
You come over there boosting stats and leave. Hey, can you come over this weekend and unlock this gun for me? I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's right. That's all it was.
I just saw, we shouldn't leave Nintendo out of this. I just saw a little news blip that said Wii U sales are up 233% from last year, 2013, from June last year, 2013.
But that's all about them dropping Super Smash Brothers, right?
Mario Kart 8.
Oh, Mario Kart 8. Yeah, so we expected that.
Right. So change can come. Xbox, look, Xbox, y'all gonna be okay, baby. Y'all be all right. Talk a little bit about Watchdogs and the rumors going around there.
Yeah. So basically on Twitter, whoever's running the Watchdog feed, they dropped something about crime being up in New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey. We actually talked to some New Jerseyites, so they probably know about this.
Oh, but baby.
Yeah, and they were talking about 24/7 surveillance being used now in New Jersey, and so that was kind of a nod towards where they were going with their DLC. And then they came back a little bit later and kind of confirmed that New Jersey or Camden, New Jersey was the next city that you will see in Watch Dogs. This is big news to me, man. This puts a whole new spin.
Big news to somebody who ain't played it yet and don't know if they going to play it because they let their big brother convince them not to play it.
You have to go there with it, but I'm just saying. Well, here's what's impressive. We already know the first city is based on Chicago. I didn't expect them to drop a DLC and it be an entirely different city.
Is it? Have they confirmed DLC or is this part 2? And I really hope it's part 2. I don't DLC me other city me.
But what's part 2 though? What do you mean by part 2? Part 2, like a second part of the story?
This is a franchise, so we will see
the next game.
We're gonna see another version of this game within 2 years.
Yeah,
they have to. It's made by Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed. You know they're not letting it die. They're not letting it die.
You're gonna have Watch Dogs on PS4, Xbox One, and Watch Cats on Xbox 360 and PS3.
I cannot. He said Watch Cats. But it's too soon. Isn't it too soon for Watch Dogs 2? So this has to be a DLC coming this fall, right?
Well, what if they somebody was telling me like, how do you, the best way to one of the best ways to market something is to advertise its sequel before the original has been released. Because now you're championing success for that product before it's had a chance to fail. So what if that's just what they're doing, right? What if they're just saying, look, just so y'all know, we working on New Jersey. We just throwing that out there. We be back. Play this and we be back.
I'd be upset, man. I'd be upset because, again, I posted on the page, man, the group page, that it started to become a trend. Games are being pushed back now. It's being announced, and then, we're just going to take another year. We're going to take another 6 months. And once you start seeing it in the industry and gamers are cool with it, that's it.
Well, they got 2 years now, though. So
yeah, but again, here's my thing, and I said this last week: don't announce a game unless it's coming out.
Well, this is all
or a game release date. Let me clarify that. Don't give me a release date unless you're gonna hit that date, because now.
It's not official. They haven't said, look,
I hate that.
Right?
God, I hate that.
But you bid though. You bid for it. Because now we talking about it.
I bid it as a DLC, though. I didn't buy it as a second version of the game. I bid it clearly as a DLC. Well, and the fact that I bid it is because you're giving me now 2 cities to play this game in, and that's huge.
So, Cassie and Prince, do y'all? Because Cassie, you said you played Watchdogs. Are you looking forward to Watchdogs being in New Jersey, your hometown? Because that's how I felt a little bit. I was like, it's in Chicago, baby.
Right.
You know, so how does that make you feel, being able to play something like that in your home, state? Because it's New Jersey, the state. But
I'm kind of scared, honestly. Because it could go either way. It could go good or it can go bad. It's kind of like the show, Jersey Shore? Like that crap.
Oh, man.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. In that perspective, I'd be happy to run around and hit a snooki with a car. I'm perfectly fine.
Beat up some Guidos and juice heads.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with getting a couple Guidos locked up. I have no problem with that.
My God, show just went south.
I'm just saying, we got our problems. They don't call us the dirty Jersey for no reason. I'm just hoping they give us a little bit more credit than, what they usually give us. You always hear it, TV, movies, oh my God, I'm going to the worst place on earth. Where you going? I'm hitting New Jersey. You don't got to dog us like that constantly, Like, hey, you don't know it. There's a lot of things that come from Jersey, all right? Yeah. A lot of things.
They're dogging Chicago right now, calling it Chirac, man, with all the weekend shootings.
We are, as idiots, people who live in Chicago who promote violence are calling.
Are we trying to make our city sound tough?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Oh yeah.
So, if Watchdogs is in New Jersey, would it be in Jersey City, or is it Atlantic City in New Jersey?
Well, they say Camden.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Does that have buildings and high rises?
Honestly, nah. You're gonna be seeing closer to more of a somewhat suburban area, but it's more like it's. You come in thinking, there's a nice little family. What you don't know is that little family will probably beat your family up. That's the problem, Don't get me wrong. There's some areas in Camden that, you cannot even show your shoes at because you will have them taken off in public.
Wow, really?
Note to self, do not go to Camden, New Jersey.
So stay in the Midwest.
No, I'm just saying, you got to go to the right places. Don't come around flaunting out your money and your Jordans because they will both be taken.
That's any city.
Yeah, exactly. That's just the way the world is. It could go either way. Because, Camden's a nice little place. I got family that lives down there. It's really nice down there, But it could go either way, however they want to perceive it. They can make it look like the greatest thing in the world with just all this crime came out of nowhere. Or we could be that dirty slum hood rat place that, it wasn't surprising that crime came from here.
Okay, so on that note, hood rat, we've never had that word on the show. Let's take a break, come back and hit the rest of this gaming news, and then we get into some topics of the week. Camden, baby! All right, welcome back to the Power Pellet Podcast. like you said, we had a lot of gaming news to bring you this week, man. As you know, we did that special last week with the Madden 2015 preview. So there's been a lot of things that have happened ever since. So I just kind of want to share some more things that I've seen. The biggest one to me, and the game that I think is going to be game of the year, personally, when it ever comes out, is Tom Clancy's The Division. And so there were some new details that came out about the game, and I think this is going to revolutionize first-person shooters. So real quick, if you know about The Division, it takes place in this dystopia of New York. All right? So just kind of set that palette for you. And you know, Tom Clancy games are all about the technology and stuff like that. Well, in this game, they're going to have green zones and dark zones. Dark zones is what's revolutionary to me as far as first-person shooter gamers. Dark zone is where the player versus player combat will take place. But this is how you do it. It's just like you walking from one neighborhood into the other, and there's a crew in there walking in at the same time, and you guys go at it. There's no scoring. There's no timer system. There's no points or no KD or anything like that. It's just basically you're in this dystopia, and you going after them, they going after you. If you get killed, that team can come and loot your body, and they can take from you your guns and monies and stuff like that. And that's really what it's all about. Now, if you don't want to be in that dark zone anymore, you have to get out of it. And there's a couple ways you get out. If you can walk out of that neighborhood just like you did, you're probably gonna get chased out if you're getting your butt kicked. And it's all supposed to be seamless. So there's no stop in their load time. There is no building up in the lobby to get your crew together. It's basically you're walking through this neighborhood with your crew, and you walk into a dark zone, it's on. Anybody can attack you. You know, what do you guys think about that? Isn't that kind of new for a first-person shooter?
Well, I'll go. Nah, it is new. I think it's just another way to bring multiplayer to the front for people who enjoy that genre of a game, especially with this game being open world, kind of having that you can go anywhere you feel like you can make it type of atmosphere to it. It leaves it wide open where it's almost like you just have an instant gang fight. You don't have to set up a room. You don't have to set this up, set that up. You get in there and go, and if you in their territory, that dark zone, then you do what you got to do to survive. And I think that's cool.
But you're not a big multiplayer person, but isn't this kind of blurring those lines though, right?
Well, the reason I'm not a multiplayer person because I don't like the repetitiveness of it. Okay. I don't like going into the same room and you do the same thing. But now if I have this world and I'm playing with Trigger Rick and you Merc, and we're running as a squad and we're in different zones all the time, and it's refreshing in that manner, then I'm in. I'm good.
And well, that's what this game's supposed to do. This game is really about your squad. It tells you, listen, if you're walking around by yourself, you're gonna get your head beat in. This is about getting online with your friends, with your squad, and surviving and searching for loot and things like that. So
it's gorgeous too. I'm looking at the trailer.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Prince and Cassie, did you guys see the trailer for this game, for The Division, the new things that they're talking about?
I haven't seen it, but from what you guys are talking about, it actually seems cool, and I might want to try it out. Yeah,
I think it's going to be amazing. And it also touched on some of the customization, and they're going to let you customize everything. And this is where I think games like Battlefield and Call of Duty fall short. I can design my face, I can design my clothes, I can design my guns, I can design my faction and what they look like, design my clan. Everything is customization. Yeah, see?
Just plain and simple. That's hot. Yeah,
that's how we go in there with some Bears uniforms, baby. You know what I'm
saying? Ubisoft is showing everybody how you really do a game.
And it is.
You know, from this to Assassin's Creed to Watchdogs, they top competition for EA and Activision.
Right.
And a game like this is just showing more. I really wish this game would have came out during launch, because this is a game where you want to show your system off. But I'm patiently waiting and hearing this now.
Right.
It is. It's a buy. I love saying when games are buys. It just gets me hyped for just the future and things to come, in the short terms, next 6 months and stuff. So.
Yeah, and it was interesting with this game, man. I was already a buy for me because of the co-op. I love co-op playing. I love working with teammates and stuff like that. But to see this extra stuff coming out and how it's going to kind of change the way you do your player versus player matches, man, I really love that. So the other zone that they have is called the Green Zone. This is going to be your social hub where you can go and trade gear. How great is that? You can trade gear with your teammates and other people, man. Buy and sell gear. You can respec your characters like you can do in Destiny. This is also where you'll manage your clans, set up your factions, and swap out your characters. So, like, in Destiny, they have the 3 characters you could choose from. And here in this game, they're going to kind of have something similar. So that's coming out in 2015.
Okay, so no official hard release date yet. Just a year. Okay. Just to push back date. So I think that's going to be a pretty good game. Some other things that came out I just want to touch on real quick. GameStop has a new credit card coming out. Don't get it. The interest rate is listen. The interest rate is 26%. If you buy, don't get it. That's your traditional store card interest rate too.
It is not, sir. It is not your traditional. It is
a store card for a store card, not a regular.
The fixed rate right now is 13%.
For a regular credit card?
For the current fixed rate for credit cards is 13%.
That's why I say a store card.
What's the difference?
There's a difference. You can get a regular credit card, and then you can get like a Best Buy store card.
I don't have credit, so I don't know.
Me neither. I don't do credit.
I don't even want a credit card.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah,
and this is just another no, thank you.
Yeah, but some dude did some math, man. He was like, if you bought a game, a $60 game every month for a year, you're gonna end up paying $970 in interest alone. $1,000 alone if you pay just the minimum in 8 years. That's just terrible. Let's move on. Don't buy. Listen, GameStop is really good. They get y'all to come in there and put money down on pre-orders and get you just so you can get your extra gun outfit. Don't be fooled by this.
See how they try to do the switcheroo? They's like, look, you get more money for trade-ins now. Yeah. And oh, by the way, come get this credit card over here.
So we can tax you. Yeah. Some other gaming news. Fallout 4 has been confirmed. Woo! Okay, moving along.
I love how I did that, Merc.
Hi, you like how I did that?
Oh, yeah.
Last of Us movie is coming out. I think that's gonna be great.
It's written by somebody who's really, really good at writing screenplays too.
Hey, all I'm saying is if I don't cry in the first 10 minutes like I was about to when I played that game, I'm leaving. I'm walking out the movie theater. That's where you have failed, sir, and I want a full return. Let that be a message to everyone. If you have played the game,
right?
You know what part I'm talking about? I don't want to spoil it for anyone who has not played it yet. If you do not cry in the first 10 I'm sorry, they might put the credits at the beginning. The first 15 minutes of the movie. The first 15 minutes of the movie at that very iconic part that shows you this is the Last of Us. Walk out and demand a refund. And if you don't get one, I want to see you out there on the street corners like people that play World of Warcraft boycotting this movie. I cannot tell you how this game is a changer. This has made people on Xbox go, yo, I got to get that PlayStation 4 because if I do not, it's a problem. And if the movie don't do that for me in the first 15 minutes like it should, I'm leaving. I'm done. That's all.
You did cry in the game.
It was beautiful.
Well, hold on. What'd you say, Cassie? You said he cried?
He did cry.
Oh, that.
Cried in the car.
He cried. Did he just leave? I got to go to the store. I'll be back. And he was just out of the car with a box of tissues.
Hold on. First of all, for the
she said, "What is
that?" hold on. First of all, for the person who's played the game more than me, every time she gets to that specific part, she always looks at me and goes, "I hate this part," and I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, but I don't cry about it.
You lying. Don't be lying. Yeah, you do.
It's like you got some wet stuff coming from your eyes. What is that?
Baby, you're leaking fluids. You're leaking fluids again. I don't get it.
I'm sweating. I don't cry.
All right.
The other thing that's pretty huge about this, man, is they're saying that Ayra from the Game of Thrones might play Ellie. What do you guys think about? Do you watch Game of Thrones, and what do you think about that?
I've caught bits and pieces of it. I have not gotten the chance to actually watch it.
Okay.
But the times that I have seen it, if it is someone from that show, I think this movie will have amazing reviews because the actors that they cast on that show don't give you that half-assed. I hate to say it because he is a good actor, but I don't want that Denzel Washington feel, you know? Don't be giving me that when you're in a heated moment, don't just be screaming at the top of your lungs. No, I want to see more than that.
That's Samuel Jackson.
That's him too. That's the both of them, you know? I'm angry. We understand that. Can you show it using actual acting?
Right.
I have a worry. I have one point. I'm concerned. She already kind of plays that role on Game of Thrones, so I'm hoping I don't see essence of her character kind of blend over to The Last of Us.
But we haven't had a chance to see her get into her kick butt mode yet. And if you play The Last of Us, you know Ellie kicks butt.
Yeah.
You know.
All right,
so go ahead.
The only
Cassie.
person he wants to see as Ellie is Ellen Page.
Come on, why you gotta put me on the spot?
And she'll never do that.
She'll never do it, and I don't want to see her. She's already complained about her likeness being used. I don't want to see her.
Because did you remember the original photo of Ellie?
Yeah, it looks just like her.
Oh my gosh! And then they was like, "Oh, we have our own game with her in it," and they're like, "Oh, we got to change that."
Oh, and that game flopped too. I can't remember the name of it.
Beyond Two Souls.
That game was amazing.
That game did not get the credit it should have.
What?
I think that game should have came out before The Last of Us. That's the way that would have worked better. It's because everyone was so focused on The Last of Us. Okay. And then when that game dropped, they were like, oh, these are two different people. Yeah. I don't need to buy that game. I already got this one. That's the problem. They melded it. It was too close together just because of her.
So are you saying, Prince, that we should go out and play this game? Beyond Two Souls? I've heard nothing but bad things about it.
I have it. I guarantee you there's not a part in that game where you will honestly be bored. Even during the beginning, your mind will always be thinking like, oh, where is this going? Where is this going? And because of the simple fact that I believe, I don't want to say it, I don't want to confirm it because I don't know exactly, but I believe it might be the same team that worked on Heavy Rain.
It is.
Yeah, and that's the thing that had caught me. I was like, oh, from the makers of Heavy Rain. I always loved Heavy Rain just because of the whole choice thing. And Beyond Two Souls gives you that choice like Heavy Rain does, but it leads you in a linear storyline. So, you're never going too far off from the main point of the game. No matter what the choice you make, it always still moves in the same flow.
I do have one question. I heard in the game there's one part where you tell this guy that you see ghosts. And he's like, oh, this is my favorite song, and completely ignores the fact that you just told this guy that you see ghosts. If that is true, I'm out.
Wait. There is a scene where it gets close like that, but, he takes it as more of those, one of them guys in there's like, oh, hold on, wait, she looking kind of good, so I'm going to let this one slide. And then,
That's it.
But wait, when he does figure it out, it gives the game just that much more.
Okay.
Because, it gives you that cinema feel to it once you get into it.
I love sleeper games like this, man. I loved Heavy Rain, and Heavy Rain was a great game. So if you're telling me this is got that Heavy Rain feel to it, that draw to it, I'm going to rent this game and check it out for myself, man.
I'm telling you, Merc, the only thing that separates this game from Heavy Rain is the combat, and I love the combat in the game. It's not just watching a movie the whole game. You have to be playing the game in order to succeed, Right. You fail in the storyline. Everything impacts you. So, if you're not good with your hand skills, I suggest you sit back and just let somebody else play as you watch.
All right. So last thing I want to talk about as far as gaming news and get into our topic of the week. EA Access is dropping for $30 per year. And then PS Now Beta also came out a week or so ago. This is the new streaming of video games. So EA is strictly for Xbox. And, of course, PS is PlayStation. What do you guys think about renting or paying for streaming video games? Real quick, what are your thoughts on that? Is it the wave of the future? Is this where we're headed? Are we going to see hard disks completely go away? Or is this just kind of a flash in the pan or another way to make money?
I honestly think it's just another way to make money. Just because of the simple fact that I forgot what article I was reading, but already people are having issues with it because they're not delivering what everyone was expecting them to do.
And so what are they failing to deliver? Because the first thing I thought about with this was connection.
It's not the connection. The first thing that they've already failed that the people are upset with is they've came out saying, hey, We're bringing back PlayStation 1 and 2 classics. You know, we're throwing in what you want. Now it's changed up in an interview with someone who works on it. He said, no, we're focusing on PlayStation 3 classics right now. You know, that's our main thing. And the guy was like, hey, man, but you've already said PlayStation 1 and 2 classics, so, you know, going to be coming back. Yeah, I know that, but right now we're only focusing on PS3. You know, he keep dodging it. And that, to me, shows, all right, you guys don't really care what people wanted. You're just giving them the next best thing so you can make a little bit extra cash, you know. And
that's kind of what I felt like. I looked at some of the titles that they're supposed to have 100 games at release, and I'm just looking at these games like these are the bargain bins at GameStop.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Especially for the price, too. It hurt.
Yeah, well, the price is crazy. Yeah,
some of the pricing is ridiculous, I think.
Let me just give you a quick view of the price for the PlayStation now. For 4 hours of rental time, it's $3. And then this is what's silly. Then it jumps to 7 days for $5.99. Okay? Yeah. And then for 30 days, it jumps to $7.99. Huh?
Because they're squeezing you. They're forcing you. You ain't gonna want to do the 4 hours. You want the 7. You want the 7 days, right?
Right.
You're not gonna do the 30 days. You want the 90 because you want to beat it.
Well, for $14.99, which is pretty much double what you pay for the 30 days, well, you get 90 days. This, to me, I don't know. They try to be like Netflix with video games, and they're trying to undercut GameStop's reselling of video games, and I just don't think it's going to work.
Here's where it hurts them too. That 4 hours, that's not 4 hours of gameplay.
No.
That's 4 hours of access time.
Right.
So if you bought it now, you have till 11:30 local my time to play that game, and that's it. Like, you're done.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
And it isn't. So I think they should have just eliminated that. Give me the 7-day model or however long.
Right.
It's weird. I think once they start to see people ain't buying into certain things, they'll change it. How long will it take for them to change it? Time will tell.
I think the gaming catalog is going to be the biggest thing. What's that one online service that's out there now where you can kind of do this?
On Live.
Gamefly?
It's on Live.
It's on Live, and I went out there, and their gaming catalog to me was just terrible. It was the stuff that it's not popular at all. I have no interest in playing, and I'm not going to pay a subscription to play games.
And that's the hard part, right? A lot of people don't want stuff from a year or two ago. They either want this year or they want the classics. Right. And if you can't deliver one or the other or both, it's a hard sell for some people. And I agree, like Prince, you mentioned GameFly. I think if GameFly were to do something like this, and you'll never see it because Microsoft and PlayStation, they won't allow it on the consoles where you can, because GameFly, you basically play anything you want, new or old. It's just however long it takes for you to get that disc. If they gave you instant access on the console, but the price would be so high, right? Because the publishers want to get paid. If you a publisher, it's like, I can't sell you a game anymore. All you have to do is pay $30 a month, and you can play any game whenever you want to. It's unreal.
And so EA is doing this on Xbox only, but I was listening to the other podcast, man. They brought up some great issues. What happens when Ubisoft does it next, or Rockstar does it? And all of a sudden, you have all these publishers charging these separate fees to get access to their games. As a gamer, you look up, you're spending $200-$300 a year just on streaming these games.
Yep.
As opposed, for me.
And it skews the numbers because a lot of people, look. With me, I'm in the telecommunication industry. I see it all the time. A lot of people, a majority of gamers, they're streaming. It won't hold up. Not for the HD. I got the disc in the system. I'm playing it right here, right now. Type of deal. What if your connection goes down? You're SOL. You're done.
Man, could you imagine your internet crashing and then you just paid for 4 hours?
Yep.
They're not refunding that money to you.
Yeah.
No, you're burned up. That's because they're going to say, not our problem. That's on your provider.
EA does it different. EA is allowing you to download the games and play it in that manner. And I think that's a little better than the PlayStation Now.
It's closer to the PlayStation Plus what EA is doing because if you don't pay your subscription the next month, man, you're locked out of that game.
Yeah. And to me, you kind of know going in what you're getting into, so I don't have a problem with that. You also do with the PlayStation Now. It's just, are you willing to pay that money to rent this game that wasn't that good in the first place? There's a reason why they have a lot of games that aren't that great available on the PlayStation now as opposed to sellers.
Right.
Because they want to keep selling the games.
Yeah, it's just more money in it, man. So, gamers, I say wait. Don't run out and get this. Just like the first car released in its first year, don't run out and buy it. Let them get the kinks out. Let them get things fixed on this first. And let them settle on a price that the market is demanding. They're going to come out with a price that is going to be profitable for them. But let the market set the price and then say, okay, I can really get something for my money. Until then, I agree with Prince. This is another way to grab money. So let's hit the break, come back, get to this topic of the week. I'm Merk. That's Prince. That's Cassie, not Casey. And that's DaVinci. Okay, we'll be right back.
All right, just want to thank everybody for listening to part 1 of episode number 13, Power Pellet Podcast. Stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 will have our topic of the week, which still includes our current guests, Prince and Cassie. Kimball Merk will be present also. Part 2 is just an extended topic. It's about an hour long, so we decided just to split the podcast in the 2 halves. So just want to appreciate everybody listening to this part 1, and stay tuned for part 2, Power Pellet Podcast.